Arsenal defeat Real Madrid 2-1 in the second leg, overall 5-1. Let's talk about it. I fucking love this team. I love this team so much. What a team. What a team they are. Again, battling adversity, battling through all the injuries this season, battling with disappointing in the Prem, battling with the lack of financial backing in January from the board themselves. Everything. Just everything. This team continues to show up. They don't give up. They are so tight. They have quite the brotherhood, and they play for each other. They play for the badge. They play for the fans. I just love them so much, and I'm just so happy that they got to have this moment. In the Bernabeu, out of all places, to show the world that they're not fucking around. I just love this team so much. First, let's start with Bukayo Saka. This kid is, again, so good. Again, I glaze him every video. He quite literally got his own video for me like 2 weeks ago. And it's because he deserves it. This guy is so good, 23 years old. Again, showing why he is one of the best wingers in the world. I'm so glad that the conversation is over. Foden's better than this guy. Vinicius, Rodrigo. No. Just stop the bullshit. Stop that shit. It's just not the truth. It's just not. Yes, he missed the penalty. Was that a great attempt? No, that really was not. But in my opinion, he still showed that he was a threat later in the game. Had a couple big chances against Real Madrid. Made Courtois be on his toes. And then that finish was fantastic. The little chip over Courtois to put Arsenal up 4-0 at that point. I mean, again, just beautiful. He does the Henry celebration. And he, out of everyone on this team, is the guy that should be doing that celebration because he pretty much is our modern-day Henry. He is the franchise. He is the Arsenal. He is the guy that I can't wait to be watching in 5-10 years down the line, hopefully still at Arsenal Football Club, because this guy is just that damn good. And again, I just had to give him praise because I just love his game so much, and I'm so glad that I support this club and that I get to have him on my team, because if I had to play against this guy or watch this guy tear my team up, the whole time I'd be thinking, man, this guy would look a lot better on my team. Why do I got to deal with this? And I'm just so glad I'm an Arsenal fan because I get to support this kid every single time he's on my TV. What were they saying heading into the Bernabeu? Rice cooks better with the lid on? Fuck yeah, it does. Again, another beautiful performance from Declan Rice. Yes, he didn't have two amazing free kicks, but he didn't need to have two amazing free kicks because he's Declan Rice. Beautiful defense. I thought throughout the game he was disrupting in the midfield, even great hold-up play as well. He was involved again in that Saka goal, kind of keeping things composed, was getting things settled. And just again, it just shows, I said this last week, this guy is such a good defender. He gets in the way. He knows how to control the midfield. In my opinion today, he completely outclassed Bellingham. Not saying that, Bellingham is the same type of player as Rice. Definitely not. But there just wasn't a comparison today. I just thought that Rice did, again, a beautiful job. Was making a few runs as well. I'm just so glad that these 2 legs, and pretty much this last week, has really opened the football world's eyes, because this guy deserves to get credit. He deserves to get praise. He's just a fantastic player. And I'm just so excited again to see him, kind of similar to Saka, be one of those guys that really leads this team, hopefully to a Premier League trophy and hopefully to a Champions League trophy this year. And I think maybe him or Saka, we could have the conversation that they need, either one of those two, they need to be the captain going forward. It's no disrespect to Odegaard. I still like Odegaard, but the season he's putting up compared to these two, I just think you might need to give that armband to someone else. But, that's for another video. But overall, just love what Declan Rice was doing today. Even if he wasn't scoring goals, he was still contributing in multiple different ways. Shout out to my boy Martinelli, again, beating the allegations. Again, started the season off pretty poor. Didn't finish last year very well as well. But he slowly but surely has been getting it going throughout the season. Slowly but surely making plays, consistently showing that, hey, even if I'm not going to score, even if I'm not going to be able to beat my man down that side, I'm still going to be playing balls to the walls, 90 minutes of football, defending, making runs, and that's just what he did again today. He did enough to keep Real Madrid honest, and again, that counterattack, I just watched it back before recording this. Man, he was just hauling ass. Real Madrid, you're down 4-1 with like 2 minutes left. And this man's still hauling ass because he wants to put another on your head. Beautiful finish by him. Beautiful run by him. And just again, this guy is stepping up in big moments. And I'm just loving that from him because it's not that I necessarily want to get rid of Martinelli. I didn't. But he was really kind of disappointing me, like I said. But this last, I would say 4 months, he's really regained his form. He's been playing fantastic ball. And he's just showing that he's definitely a contributor to this team, and that he's just really he's almost like a motor out there. Like he just keeps going. You can't stop him. You can run him into the ground. You're not going to stop this guy. So I just love what I saw from Martinelli. Mikel Marino. Shout out to Mikel Marino. Goal in the first leg. 2 assists in the second. And they said this guy couldn't play striker. I'm one of those guys that said that shit. I absolutely love what this guy's doing. It's almost like he's kind of getting comfortable at that number 9, which is crazy because I'm one of those people that is constantly bitching about Arsenal needing a real 9, and which I still think they do. But this stuff that we're getting out of him through all the goals this year, and now some of these assists, I did not expect this from a guy that was, from what I was told, was more of a guy in the midfield that, he was really supposed to win you a lot of balls and, kind of set stuff up. I wasn't expecting this. So I just wanted to give him a ton of credit. He did a great job against Real Madrid in 2 legs. And he was one of the bigger reasons why we had so much success against them in these 2 legs. And again, Mikel Marino, even if you didn't score today, 2 assists, I'm absolutely loving it. So please keep it up because we are going to need more from you in these next couple games. Time to glaze Mr. Spanish man. Mikel Arteta. Oh my God. This man absolutely ran laps around Ancelotti in these last 2 legs. Holy moly. I mean, this guy just completely outclassed Ancelotti. When you look at Real Madrid's talent and you look at Arsenal's talent with the injuries, it's just not even a comparison. And it's nothing not against Arsenal saying that they're necessarily scrubs. They're not. But when you have, again, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Bellingham, Mbappe, Rudiger, all these guys. When you have a bunch of S-tier players and your whole scheme, your whole tactics is, guys, go out there, run, cross, let's hope it works, talent over everything. Yeah, you're going to get fucked by a good manager like Mikel Arteta. This guy, again, fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Doing what he does. And again, I know he can be stubborn sometimes with his tactics, but man, he just plays, or excuse me, he doesn't play. Well, he did used to play, but you know what I'm saying. His tactics, in my opinion, are just so good, keeping this team so sound, specifically on the defensive side, and then has them ready for the counterattack. They're always consistently creating space when they're on the attack, constantly passing back and forth. Yes, it's a little tiki-taka like Pep, but he has had a system here. And there are times where I did question the system this year, and it's been a little frustrating in the Premier League. But I've never switched up on Mikel Arteta, and I will stand on that 100% because I really do think this guy is the right guy for the job. Yes, he does not have a trophy, but we might be getting one. We'll see. But regardless, I just think he's the right guy for the job. He's gotten this team back to where they need to be. If the board just can please just continue to invest in him financially and give him the guys that he needs, I don't see how this guy isn't with Arsenal for years to come because he, again, is a tactical genius. You can see how much he wants it. If you ever want to be entertained, watch videos of Arteta on the pitch or on the side of the pitch. He is just going absolutely nuts because that's how much he cares about this. And I just love it. And I just love how dialed in he is and how he has the team completely dialed in, and they are buying into his message. They're constantly buying into his message. So I just wanted to give Arteta a ton of praise because he just completely outclassed Ancelotti in these 2 legs, and I'm really excited to see what he does moving forward against their next test. Last thing I want to say about Arsenal before we get into Real Madrid. Thomas Partey, did you really have to do that dumb shit? You want to get sent off and now you're going to miss the first leg of that game? Come on, man. Come on. Partey, you're having your best year with Arsenal, arguably. And in the biggest moment, you do some stupid shit like this. It didn't matter, bro. We were straight BTA on Real Madrid. Come on, man. I don't know. I'm just a little tight about that because I do think that's going to play a factor in the next matchup because, Partey really is that good. And being down a midfielder, again, with Arsenal's, injury luck, it's just not what I wanted to see. So really hope Partey can really think about this because, man, I just hope it doesn't end up biting us in the ass. On to Real Madrid. Holy shit, Real Madrid. What the fuck was that? What was that over those two legs? Look, I don't watch a ton of La Liga. I don't, but I keep up with the league. From what I've heard, this team has not been consistent. They haven't been on the same page, both with the attack and in the defense. And you saw that between these two legs. Again, the attack. What is this? I don't know if it's the tactics of the manager or if it's just the fit. But we have to start asking a question. This question's already been asked. Does Mbappe and Vinicius work? Does this work? Because it doesn't seem like it's working, not consistently enough at least. And I know this is not what Mr. Perez was expecting when he was bringing in Mbappe from PSG. I don't know. Real Madrid, what is going on? Real Madrid fans, let me know. I'm like, what is this attack? It's just cross. Try to hit some long balls. I don't know. I never feel like I see a ton of, build-up play for a nice actual strike. I don't know. It's just when I'm watching Real Madrid, at least against Arsenal, it's just a lot of try to beat your defender on the edge and get a nice shot off instead of pass into the box, get a real striker. I don't know. It isn't for me. And defensively, man, they just got caught up against Arsenal consistently too. I really think those fullbacks were they just can't handle Saka. And again, we even saw on that counterattack. I know the game is pretty much over, but Martinelli was just straight up out running the entire team. So Real Madrid, we got a lot of questions, a lot of things for you guys to answer. Yes, I know you can still play for the La Liga title and the Copa, but I don't know. We'll see how this whole thing goes. I am curious to see how they have or what they do in the offseason because they need to make some changes, obviously. Potentially a new manager, maybe boosting up that defense, maybe even moving on from Vinicius. I don't know. They got to make some decisions. This is all speculation. But Real Madrid fans, if you're watching, let me know what you think because I really would like an insight from one of you guys that actually pays attention to your club way more than me. Last thing I have to say, and we'll make a video on this, so I'm going to keep it short. On to PSG. Not sure exactly who has the first leg. We'll see. But I think this is going to be a really, really interesting matchup. I think both teams are kind of almost the polar opposites of each other. Both teams are balanced, but Arsenal leans way more on their defense. And as we saw yesterday, PSG leans way more on their attack. They're lethal on the counterattack, but Arsenal can defend that. I don't know. It's going to be a great game, though. It's going to be a great game. Dembele on Timber and all their attackers against Saliba and Kiwior. And shout out to Kiwior, by the way. Fantastic game for him. Again, over those two legs. Was so worried when Gabriel went down. And this guy stepped up in the biggest moment. Kind of pissed I didn't do an entire segment on him. But there's his little shout out. Overall, just so excited to see this matchup against PSG. I think it's going to be great football. And then, of course, Inter, they won today as well. So they're going to be playing against Barcelona. Pretty much what we're going to be seeing in the Champions League is two fantastic offenses going against two fantastic defenses. I don't know who's going to come out on top of either of those. We will see. But I'm just so glad that we're going to have two great matchups heading forward into the next couple legs. So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to talk about the Arsenal and their smashing win in Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. Just so happy for this team. So happy for the manager, the club, the fans. Happy for myself. I'm just happy. So happy. Love what I was seeing. And, yeah, If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like. If you like my type of content, feel free to subscribe. If you have any thoughts on the game, leave them down below. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace, guys.